Have you ever looked at people that used Reddit and wondered, why do they look like that? This is a particular type of look. In fact, if you put in average Reddit user into AI, it will generate something like this. And to be honest, it's not a stretch of the imagination to see why AI thinks Reddit users looks like this. They're typically quite overweight. They have very nondescript looking faces. They might have scruffy beards that don't really, have any rhyme or fashion to them. It's just kind of there, right? And for the females, they'll typically be like millennial. They'll be kind of trying to be quirky, like the quirky Chungus meme.
First, we need a sippy sippy. I forgot. We met in a coffee shop. I was the barista. He was le customer.
And almost always they'll be hair dyed some primary color. Now, to understand why Reddit users have this kind of uniform look, I think you have to understand how the website of Reddit operates. If you think about Reddit, what Reddit actually is, it's a source of sharing information and stuff and takes and whatever. But the entire website design, like the UI UX, is kind of designed around groupthink and kicking out people that have hot takes or outspoken. And I know that may sound kind of dramatic, but if you think about the way Reddit is, it's all about getting the most amount of upvotes on your original post as opposed to downvotes. And the same with replies. So people in the replies to any given post are going to be jockeying to see who can get the most mainstream popular reply to get those upvotes. And if you have anything a bit controversial or a bit risky to say, you're going to be buried by the algorithm. In fact, if you have a post that has more negative downvotes as opposed to positive, that post actually has some friction in the UI to where the content of the post is hidden and you actually have to click a button to see what the post is, like it's some gore video on Facebook. Literally, that's how it works. And you have to wonder, what's the type of person that would want to spend their time on a website that is so groupthink, so hive mind? It's literally in the design of the website. It's gonna be the weakest people in a population. And I mean that literally. If you look at Reddit users, one thing that struck me more so than anything else, more so with the guys, but the men that use Reddit, a lot of them have zero angles to their face. It's like if a child drew a face. You know how when a small child draws a face, it's like a semicircle, then they have an eye, another eye, a nose, then a mouth. They have faces that look like a child drew them. This is kind of indicative of high body fats, but also these aren't guys that have high testosterone. And I know accusing men of being low testosterone is a meme in itself, but I think that's literally the most simple explanation for this. Think about the culture of Reddit, how the website functions and why people would volunteer to spend large amounts of time on them. It's not going to be strong-minded individuals, is it? It's going to be people that kind of want to hide in the crowd. And also there's a lot of interesting culture on Reddit. It's like the Bugman mentality. There's lots of subreddits for venting about problems in your personal life and wanting to get advice from strangers about what to do. Why would you want a bunch of strangers on Reddit to chip in about your relationship? Why are you deferring authority to them? This is a very weak thing to do. Any relationship I have in my life, I'm never ever going to defer to the opinions of Redditors. That's never gonna be a thing. It's none of their business. It's between me and the person I'm in a relationship with. But it's a very Bugman mentality thing to do, to give authority to strangers on this peculiar website about what to do in your personal life. It's just why would you? And these Reddit mods, man alive, they must have nothing to do because they're on call within the minutes. As soon as you say some take in a subreddit that is controversial or something, you'll get banned or removed from that subreddit within light speed. It's a full-time job with these guys, although they don't get paid. The type of people that would want to volunteer so much of their time to doing this job, which is free, is because they like it. And why would you censoring and being a busybody and a stickler for the rules? Well, the answer is you probably have never had any power in your life. So this is your golden opportunity to assert some authority in the most petty way possible on enforcing hate speech on a subreddit for basket weaving. This is your one time in your life where you have authority over someone, and they love it. They love it. They love having the ability to take down people's posts, to finger wag at people, to give people warnings. They just love it because the authority that they have in real life is nothing. Like, they're nobodies. And this is like their one opportunity to actually exert some arbitrary power over someone. So they jump into it. Like, they do it for free. You don't really need to pay moderators. There's always an army of losers that are gonna want to do it for free. It's just pathetic. Reddit has to be the lowest T social media website that there has ever been. This is why they look like that. It's like the type of person that would be into this looks like these men and women. If you guys want to improve your looks, I posted a bunch of videos about how to improve your looks so you don't look like a Reddit moderator. You can go check it out at my Patreon, so you can go check that out in the link below. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. And Merry Christmas.